Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Karina and our today's video is on functions of a cell. To begin with, what is a cell? A cell is defined as the smallest basic unit of life that is responsible for all of life processes. Cells are built from biomolecules such as carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. They exhibit variations in their size, shape, lifespan, and functions. Cells that have a similar structure and function form tissues. Structures of a cell. Cell components are cell membrane, cell wall, cytoplasm, nucleus, cell organelles. Functions of a cell. The very first function is metabolism. Metabolism comprises of all the chemical reactions that occur within a cell. It includes both catabolic and anabolic processes. Catabolism, breakdown of complex molecules into the simpler ones while releasing energy. For example, glycolysis, where glucose is broken down into pyruvate producing ATP. Anabolism, synthesis of complex molecules from simpler ones consuming energy. For example, protein synthesis, where amino acids are assembled into proteins. Energy production. Cells generate energy necessary for all cellular activities. The first one is cellular respiration, in which glycolysis is the main process. It occurs in the cytoplasm. Glucose is converted into pyruvate producing ATP and NADH. Citric acid cycle. It takes place in the mitochondria. Acetyl CoA is oxidized producing ATP, NADH and FADH2. Photosynthesis in plant cell. Light dependent reactions. It occurs in the thylakoid membranes of chloroplast. Sunlight is converted into chemical energy. Kelvin cycle takes place in the stroma of chloroplasts. ATP and NADPH are used to synthesize glucose from carbon dioxide. Photosynthesis. Cells produce proteins which are crucial for cell structure and functions. Transcription. DNA is transcribed into messenger RNA in the nucleus. RNA polymerase synthesis, mRNA from the DNA template. The next one is translation. mRNA is translated into a protein at the ribosome. Transfer RNA brings amino acids to the ribosome where they are assembled into proteins according to the mRNA sequence. Reproduction. Mitosis. Producing identical daughter cells for growth and repair. Meiosis. It is a process where a single cell divides twice to produce four cells and it contains only half the original amount of the genetic information, which is DNA. Transport. There are two types of transport, passive and active. Passive transport, it is movement of substances across the cell membrane without energy input. For example, diffusion or osmosis. Active transport, it is a movement of substances against a concentration gradient using energy. Example, sodium-potassium pump. Communication, signal transduction, receiving and processing signals from the environment or other cells. Cell signaling, sending signals to the other cells to coordinate activities, example, hormones and neurotransmitters. Homeostasis, regulating internal environment. It is maintaining a stable internal environment, for example, pH and ion concentrations. Waste removal, expelling waste products from cellular processes. Defense, immune response, identifying and responding to pathogens, example WBC, attacking bacteria. Cell repair, repairing damaged cells or triggering programmed cell death if the damage is irreparable. Growth and development, cell growth, increasing in size and number through cell division. Differentiation, specializing into different cell types to perform specific functions. Structural support, cytoskeleton, providing shape and structural integrity to the cell. Extracellular matrix, supporting tissues and maintaining cell-to-cell connections. And some specialized functions are, first one is photosynthesis. It is using sunlight to convert water and carbon dioxide into glucose and oxygen. Secretion, producing and releasing substances, example, hormones, enzymes. Contractility, enabling movement by contracting and relaxing. Organelles and its function. Nucleus. It stores genetic information, that is DNA, and coordinates cell activities like growth and reproduction. Mitochondria. It produces ATP through cellular respiration. Ribosomes synthesize proteins from amino acids. Endoplasmic reticulum ER. It synthesizes proteins and lipids. Golgi apparatus modifies, sorts, and packages proteins and lipids for transport. Lysosomes break down waste materials and cellular debris. Peroxisomes break down fatty acids and detoxify harmful substances. Chloroplasts conduct photosynthesis. Cell membrane controls the movement of substances in and out of the cell, providing protection and structure. Summary. Cells form the structural basis of all the organisms. The cell wall and the cell membrane are the main components whose function is to provide structure and support to the organism. For example, the skin is made up of large number of cells. Xylem present in the vascular plants is made of cells that provide structural support to the plants. In the process of mitosis, the parent cell itself divides into two daughter cells with the same number of chromosomes as that of the parent cell. Thus, the cell multiply and facilitate the growth in an organism. The waste produced by the chemical processes is eliminated from the cells by active and passive transport. Passive transport involves diffusion of small molecules across the cell membrane along the concentration gradient. Active transport involves diffusion of larger molecules across the cell membrane against the potential gradient, where the cells require a lot of energy to transport the substances. Cells require energy to carry out various chemical processes. This energy is produced by the cells through a process called photosynthesis in plants and respiration in animals. A cell aids in reproduction through the process called mitosis and meiosis, where mitosis, parent cell divides to form two daughter cells, and in meiosis, it is a process where the parent cell divides to form four daughter cells which are genetically different from the parent cells. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do stay tuned for more such videos.